We Are Wrestling.
We Are Wrestling.
Don, D-O-N?
Dick, got it.
Make sure to subscribe, baby.
We are wrestling.
What is up? We are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide. I'm the host, the best one, Donnie, here with...
What is going on, We Are Wrestling Maniacs Worldwide? 1/3 of We Are Wrestling, Ben here. Now you guys might be wondering, where the fuck is Danny? It is not the only time that he has been absent from the show because he decided to be a bitch boy. But have no fear, the Rated R Superstars are here back at you with some more shit. And speaking of shit, brand new content on the We Are Wrestling channel. This is going to be a random shoot the shit episode. Don, let's take it away, homie.
That's right. This week on the We Are Wrestling Talk Show, Ben and I decided to do something a little different here because usually we talk about just, wrestling topics. It could be, about the American, non-American gimmicks. It could be certain wrestlers we cover. Just last week on the talk show, we did an episode on the greatest wrestling comebacks. So usually every week we do stuff like that. So Ben and I wanted to be different this week. And we're going to try to do this, I think, once a month, where we are going to be shooting the shit, where we will be debating about a certain topic. Because, of course, on the We Are Wrestling Talk Show, we got to have some debates on here. It can't be all fun and games. So if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, and you're not a part of the thousands of subscribers, the best way to support us is by hitting that subscribe button now, turning on the post notifications. Videos be coming out of nowhere, like an RKO, and of course, you already know, the grind is real.
Fuck yeah, I love this fucking intro so much. Hell yeah. Let's go.
And it's crazy because Danny always talked about how, he was on the talk show more than you, but I feel like it's been the other way around.
Oh yeah, because your boy loves me some wrestling. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it so much. And speaking of wrestling, we have had a heated debate today in the We Are Wrestling chat. You guys will probably see some screenshots. Who knows? Knowing Don, it's unpredictable like an RKO. But, yeah, so we had this heated debate about...
Wait, hold on real quick.
Ooh.
You want to know what makes this episode so suiting?
What's up?
Is that this is a TV-14 episode of the We Are Wrestling Talk Show.
It really is.
Because we're shooting the shit.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
And WWE has just became TV-14 again.
Hell yeah, the PG era is over. It's an exciting fucking day to be a wrestling fan, my god. But I think when it comes to being a wrestling fan, we got a lot of toxicity in our community, man. I mean, even amongst us three amigos, man, we got some toxicity among us. And a lot of it stems from money.
We can both agree that the most toxic fangirl in the chat is definitely Danny Huckins.
Absolutely. Danny, the fucking AEW Mark Huckins. And what rhymes with Huckins? Fuckins. And that's nothing I can say his opinion.
Okay, here on out, I just want to put this out there before we stop roasting him when we get into our little thing. All right? Here's what I want to put out there, okay? He is not the AEW Mark anymore. He is the bandwagon Mark.
Oh, yes, he is the bandwagon now. Yes, he's the fucking bandwagon Mark. Oh, my God. This dude was...
Because when AEW has more momentum, he goes over to the AEW side.
The thing is...
WWE, he goes to the WWE side. Which is why Danny is not on this week's episode of the We Are Wrestling Talk Show.
Yes, but you also have to consider the fact when he does hop on the next bandwagon, he gets fucking grotesque as fuck when it comes to roasting the opposite brand. He'll be like, oh,
toxic.
WWE's creative sucks so much dick. Oh, every time I stream, I waste my time. 12 packs of ciggies. 12 packs of ciggies. 1, 2, 3 on the mat because I'm a fucking bandwagon fucker. I'm so sorry, dude, but that dude pisses me off with this bandwagon bullshit.
For real! Like, if he was just more chill about it, we wouldn't be putting him on the spot. But he goes on all these wrestling chats on fucking Facebook and MySpace and and literally goes off about the other brand sucking so much. It'll be about Jurassic Express or it'll be about freaking Omas.
I need an ambulance button. I need a life alert. I need a life alert.
Yes, Danny is so old that he still uses MySpace.
My heart. Oh, it's not even on the right side. My heart. Dude, usually I would feel so bad about roasting somebody consistently as we do. But no, fuck that. He deserves to wake up every morning wondering why he gets roasted. This fucking dude is so horrible sometimes. He is like the fucking typical toxic wrestling fan. Anyways, but
Yo, I was at the beach recently, speaking of SpongeBob. This is shoot the shit, so we might as well shoot the shit a little bit. So I was at this beach.
Ocean Beach with Gabby, which you
Ocean
guys have actually
Beach.
seen a vlog with at the Northeast Wrestling back in March 27th, I believe, or March 23rd show,
Yep.
27th or something, or 24th, 27th, what have you. He was there. They were at Ocean Beach. Dude, I want to actually talk about one of the fucking videos you took.
Real quick, I just want to say this. Speaking of SpongeBob.
Okay.
For the first time ever, I saw jellyfish.
Oh my God! Don't catch a sting, son. While he's jellyfishing.
I did think I got stung. I definitely got stung once.
Mess around and catch a sting while I'm jellyfishing. But I just wanted to talk about one of the videos you took while you're out there. Can I just talk about your flawless behind the back throw to fucking Gabby? That shit was A1 as fuck, dude. I was like, damn, okay, Don. He had the fuck. Bro, you barely fucking even bent your elbow in the back of into your back, and that shit flew. I was like, dude, that shit was nuts. I know for a fact there's gonna be a shot of you getting thrown. Yeah, just grazie, ratatouille. Anyways.
That's the Italian in me there. But here's the thing with the football, the reason why I am very good at doing behind the back stuff is because
That's what she said.
I've always watched.
You just said you like butt stuff. You just admitted to butt stuff.
Come on.
You said that's why I'm really good at doing behind the back stuff.
Well, in case the We Are Wrestling Maniacs don't know, outside of wrestling, I do enjoy basketball a lot, and that is one thing I love doing as a basketball player was behind the back passes. So when I had the football, I had this idea because I was already vlogging it, which that should be up on my vlog channel pretty soon.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Best One Donnie, which you guys can go check that out. We're almost 100 subs away from that, which most of the vlogs will be going up on there pretty soon, but we'll do a whole update eventually. This is not for this episode, but yeah, I thought it would be a cool idea to freaking throw the football behind my back, and I had Gabby catch it.
Yeah,
one try.
Dude, yeah, that was definitely
in honor of Mr.
Throw.
Perfect.
Yeah, man, you should have done the fucking after. You should have done Fuck yeah, man.
All right,
let's get into the topic.
Anything else?
No, let's get into the topic. Let's go.
I think we definitely did a great shoot the shit right there. Yeah. Random stuff for a good 10 minutes.
Hell yeah, man.
So now, for this week's episode of the We Are Wrestling Talk Show, Shoot the Shit 1, we are going to be debating about AEW versus WWE. The war.
I really hope this is such a good episode, and I hope that Dan absolutely reaps what he fucking sowed and just hates that he wasn't in this episode and got a total fucking switch up 180 fucking RKO out of nowhere, because it's going to be so good.
Shit episodes, here's going to be a rule about the Shoot the Shit episodes. If we do have all three of us on the talk show, one of us will be narrating while the other two shoot the shit.
Absolutely.
Because it needs to definitely be two people going against each other, which this week it is going to be you and I. If Danny can't be a narrator anyway, so it kind of works out this way.
No, because if Danny was a fucking narrator, we'd be having to sit here for another half hour on his fucking 3-minute warning spiel. We have to sit here for another 3-minute warning.
Obsession with 3-minute warning. Oh my
and he claims to not be a fan when in reality he is a fucking mark. Anyways, but we don't talk about that. But yeah, so AEW versus WWE.
And here's how we start this off.
Let's go.
Then. Because, of course, you enjoy the WWE product more than AEW, and I'm vice versa. I enjoy the AEW product more than WWE. So let's give our background of the product that we enjoy more and why we enjoy it more.
Okay. But before we do that, I just want to clarify something because it does constantly get misconstrued on this channel. It's not very much so that I enjoy the WWE product more. I think I'm just so accustomed to watching it more. And just having it more available to me. Because, like, for example, I'm not going to give the site on here because of copyright issues, and I don't feel like getting us flagged. But I watched the main shows and everything, including the pay per view. Well, then minus pay per views because I have Peacock on a certain wrestling channel. I can do the same thing with AEW, but the concept and the problem lies. You can't find the pay per views there on that same site for AEW, and I haven't done any digging. And now that we're so many years in, there's a lot that I'm gonna have to catch up on already. Where I was already, kind of established in WWE from a very early age. I was already watching it by the time I was fucking 3 years old. So, I was already watching it continuously. Like, I already knew who Goldust was. I already knew who the fucking Rock was. I knew who Bret Hart was. I knew who fucking The Rock and Stone Cold were. I knew who Mankind was. I knew who Cactus Jack and Dude Love was. I even knew who Dusty Rhodes was, So I've molded by WWE. So I guess in a sense, you can say that, but it's more easier to get a hold of, I guess. And it's just
and that
easy.
is why I call you a WWE mark. And that's okay.
That's okay. But I do appreciate AEW, and like that's the thing. A lot of things get misconstrued. I do not shit on AEW. I shit on Tony Khan. I shit on Tony Khan. I do not shit on
Okay.
AEW. But we're definitely gonna get there in this talk for sure.
We're going to.
So, with that being said, you can go first if you would like to talk about what you like about AEWs, because you're representing AEWs
All right.
tonight. So I'll let you go first, so I can get kind of an
Great.
idea of how you want this to be structured.
All right. So, throughout my life, I have always been, WWE's always been there, and I grew up watching the Attitude Era. That was, when I first got into wrestling, it was around like 2000, 2001. And then, of course, my childhood was Ruthless Aggression.
Absolutely.
So then around 2000, I would say 7, even though WWE product was still very enjoyable to watch, I was so in love with professional wrestling that I started tuning into TNA wrestling on Spike,
Oh my god,
which
when it was
for
on
me,
Spike.
this is where my background with AEW is going to get involved. You'll see why.
No, of course.
So, with TNA wrestling, I fucking loved TNA wrestling. And I really don't know what it was until I listened to the Chris Van Vliet podcast with America's Most Wanted, Chris Harris, who was a tag team with James Storm in the early days of TNA. And something about TNA wrestling from, I want to say 2005 to 2009, there was just something so unique, something so special about TNA. Like, you had a pay-per-view called Lockdown, where the whole friggin' event would be inside a steel cage, which is pretty cool and different. Also, I really enjoyed the six-sided ring, even though I know a lot of wrestlers friggin' criticize it. They don't like wrestling in it because it's harder. I love the uniqueness of that six-sided ring. Ultimate X, King of the Mountain, some of the original matches that TNA created were very enjoyable to watch. They had TNA originals like AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe, even the Monster Abyss, who I really enjoyed around the time as well. And they would have guys like Kurt Angle and Christian who weren't really being utilized that much around the time in Ruthless Aggression, to where they went to TNA and they made an impact. So, around the time, I loved TNA wrestling because of the uniqueness. And then, of course, when Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff came and Dixie Carter did not know what the fuck she was doing, it became it was unwatchable after like 2016.
Yeah.
And then, wrestling was just very blah. Like, WWE was doing fine when they did the brand split at first, and, they were, building some new people and stuff, and then it went back to the same shit. AEW came along because we had, the Young Bucks, Cody, Kenny Omega, and Hangman Adam Page, and also
Chris
Marty
Jericho.
Scurlls, who later on, Marty Scurlls wouldn't, be a part of AEW, but the Elite. They, were part of Ring of Honor at the time, and they were making a lot of waves with the Bullet Club, where they got t-shirts at Hot Topic and Funko Pops made. And Kenny Omega was the best wrestler in the world. So, he was out there putting on 6-star classics in New Japan. And then, they announced All Elite Wrestling. And then they had their first, conference where Jericho got announced. We saw guys like MJF, Sammy Guevara, the Lucha Brothers joining the promotion, Pac. And I was an original AEW fan. I started watching the product because it felt different. And then, they went to TNT, and it's just been very different. And I think the reason why I love AEW so much is because it's a mix of everything. You get your phenomenal, they have one of the best tag team divisions ever, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They also have, some really cool hardcore deathmatch wrestlers on their roster as well that are underrated. They have lots of, original top independent wrestlers on their promotions that they have turned into stars like Darby Allin,
Yeah.
MJF, Sammy Guevara, Jungle Boy, and
I'm a Jungle Boy fan.
the AEW World Championship. I think that World Championship is so prestigious and one of the most beautiful
Yeah.
titles friggin' ever created right
I
now.
agree. I 100% agree.
And with AEW, I enjoy it's different because you have like these events that they do like on certain Wednesdays. Like it won't be just an ordinary episode of Dynamite.
Yeah.
They started the trend where it would be like a pay-per-view style show, but for free,
Mm-hmm.
which I really enjoyed. And then NXT started catching on to it and they started doing it. And I just personally like the way that AEW, gives the freedom to certain talent, and seeing like guys like John Moxley, who, he was Dean Ambrose at one point, doing so much more in AEW. I've just enjoyed the characters more in AEW. That's my background with, AEW.
No, I got you.
Long, but yeah.
No, I got you,
Can't
man.
wait to hear yours.
Oh, for WWE?
Yeah.
All right. So, now when it comes to WWE, the things that I think I really, really fuck with the most about it is it's an empire. It's an absolute, just depth-filled empire with an amazing fucking history from the ground up, all the way back to Vince Sr. Like you have to really think about it that way, dude. Like it has WWE. The biggest thing that I love about it is the place where a star is literally made. And it doesn't even just involve just wrestling. It comes to the film world too now. A lot of their best fucking wrestlers and talent have moved to Hollywood and have become some of the richest men and women in the fucking world. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Legitimate stars are made. And when I say empire, it's not just an empire for the McMahon family. It's an empire for every single legendary family of generational families that we've had in that business. You look at the Wild Samoans, you look at the Rhodes, you look at the fucking Anoa'i family, you look at fucking the Ortons, you look at fucking all of them, like the Hearts, like there's so many legendary professional wrestling families that were born through WWE. And it's kind of the place where everybody gravitates to. It's a whole different scale. It's basically WWE, I feel like, is the forbidden door in a lot of ways. Like, everybody is striving to get there. WWE is what put professional wrestling on the map in a global scale. Whether you love it or hate it, like they put professional wrestling and made it a huge pop culture fucking experience. And it's the place where it was born, like, and there's so much that has come from it that has built these other companies that you see, like NWA, fucking TNA, fucking AEW. Like, a lot of it you have to owe to WWE, including fucking New Japan. You owe it to WWE because that was the first place to do it, and that is what made it a huge phenomenon that it is today. And for me, that intrigues me, because I can see anybody walk through WWE's door. And I'm always excited to see how you can see this independent wrestler that has been to different promotions end up in WWE, catapult their career. And I love to see it come from on paper to how it's absolutely manifested and executed on the big screen. Because I would love to see what fucking Hangman Adam Page would be like in WWE, because he'd be produced differently. He would feel a lot bigger because, again, WWE, you're larger than fucking life. You're larger than fucking life. Everybody knows your name, even if you're not like, you could be in the fucking low card and still everybody fucking knows your name. Like, it's the place to be if you want to become a superstar. Like, that is the place that has birthed everybody's love of professional wrestling. A lot of the AEW marks, believe it or not, at one point or another, were definitely a WWE fan. Why? Naturally, it's a lot of people's first exposure that makes them love the business.
I have a good comparison to WWE.
What?
WWE is the McDonald's of professional wrestling.
No. I wouldn't I wouldn't put I wouldn't
AEW is Wendy's.
No, because Wendy's is better than McDonald's.
Well, I think it's better than McDonald's, but I'm talking about like the population.
You're talking about like in a global scale?
Yes, a global scale, like population.
Then no, it would be Burger King. Burger King is way better than both. I love Burger King way more than I love either. 100%. And it's
Oh, we're gonna have a freaking debate that's not wrestling related in a minute.
Yeah, we are.
Because Burger King needs to bring back the Crown Nuggets.
This man
I
is
signed a
mad.
petition on change.org to bring back freaking
Serious?
Crown Nuggets.
That is what made you
Yes.
fucking all right, so
I fucking
let me get this
can't
straight.
stand Burger King.
Let me get this straight. I
The
guarantee
horse nipple freaking nuggets.
guarantee you didn't fucking sign no petition to fucking help cure cancer, but you definitely did it for the Nuggets, you piece of shit. I guarantee.
Oh no, I've done cancer stuff. I've signed stuff.
Fuck yeah. Good shit.
I like doing stuff like that for the
Okay,
community.
so what about Hurricane? What about the Hurricanes?
Hurricanes? Yep, I've done donations.
Now you're making me feel like a horrible fucking person. God damn it. God damn it. Ugh.
Loved ones and stuff.
Absolutely.
I do that as well.
Absolutely. I was trying to make a point, god damn you. Ugh.
Hey, you were trying to freaking say, oh, you freaking go on change.org about freaking Crown Nuggets, but not freaking cancer? That's something Danny would say.
That is very true. That is actually absolutely true. Okay, you know what? I take that back. I was wrong. My bad. I'll bite. All right, now you're right. So, no, I would have to say it's definitely the Burger King. I stand firm. 100%. I stand firm on Burger King.
What do you like there? The Whoppers?
Fuck no. All of their chicken products, my guy. Like their crispy fucking spicy chicken sandwiches with extra mayo. Oh my goodness. Fucking delicious, dude. And their fries are the best out of all of them.
The fries, I will give you that. Fries, I will give you.
And their fucking bite-sized hash browns are definitely a neck and neck competitor with McDonald's hash browns. They are a neck and neck.
McDonald's got them.
See, for me, it has to be Burger King, especially in terms of aftertaste and how long it lingers. So,
out of the three, for me, it's Wendy's. But pretty much what I was saying was like with WWE, I feel like the population-wise, it is like global-wise McDonald's.
Probably, yeah.
Of wrestling.
Yeah.
And then you got, AEW, that's like the second one next to McDonald's, but nothing near McDonald's though.
Oh yeah, no 100%.
That's what I'm trying to say.
No, actually no, don't even say McDonald's. Take that shit back and say that WWE is the Five Guys.
What?
WWE is the Five Guys of fucking of professional wrestling, bro.
Oh my god.
Five Guys is so fucking good, my guy. Five Guys is fucking the epitome. Five Guys is so fucking good. Don't even at me, dog. You can't even talk back. You can't even talk back. Five Guys is incredible.
I don't even like Five Guys.
You are fucking...
Well, I don't like burgers.
You are a sufferable human being for even saying that. How do you not like Five Guys?
Do they even have chicken nuggets there?
It's a burger joint, you son of a bitch! It's for burgers! It's a 50s fucking vibe place.
Burger King is a freaking burger place, and they have freaking chicken nuggets that are disgusting.
It is a straight... Oh my god. No, they are legitimately a strict burger place. That is why they trump any other burgers around here, bro. Minus In-N-Out. If you ever had In-N-Out, fucking amazing. In-N-Out's great.
I do hear good things about
In-N-Out is absolutely fucking amazing. And also, Dick's is great. I said it. You heard me. Dick's in the fucking the West Coast, amazing.
Are you talking about Are you talking about the sporting goods store?
No, it's a burger joint out on
Adam
the west.
Sandler goes to get his clothes.
Yep. No, I was actually talking about the burger joint. It's kind of like a Five Guys, but on the West Coast, out in Washington and like California and shit.
All right. So let's get into this debate. Let's talk about talent.
Talent.
I would love to talk about homegrown talent. So pretty much we got
AEW loses.
Triple H guys, and we could talk about Vince McMahon guys if you want to. We don't have to. And Tony Khan guys.
Okay.
Which are going to not be former this or former that. Has to be guys.
I was gonna say
right now, no past. Right now.
I was gonna say, if you want homegrown talent, that's basically WWE's property. Everybody's grown from WWE. That's not a day one at AEW. Everybody was
Well,
once
I'm talking
a WWE
about day
guy.
one.
Day one.
Talking about day ones. Guys that
AEW doesn't really have any of that though. They don't really have. I said AEW doesn't really have any of that though. Like their top guys were mostly ex WWE guys when they were day ones. Like,
hey, I'm not talking about top talent. I'm talking about just talent in general.
even the Young Bucks aren't day one talents at AEW. They were on WWE first.
The Young Bucks are not ones I want to talk about. So with AEW, I think that AEW's definitely got better day one talent than WWE right now, homegrown talent. I'm going over Tony Khan guys over Triple H guys. That's right. I said it. Tell me right now on the roster who's better than MJF. Come on.
Seth Rollins.
I want to hear it. Who's better than MJF? He's an AEW Rollins. Day one.
Oh, better than...
Seth Rollins is not a WWE guy. He started in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, but I'm talking... Oh, you're talking about people that got like their legit start in WWE?
Triple H guys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about developmental.
Oh, Orton's better. Orton's better than fucking MJF, bro. Immediately, Orton's better. Obviously, you're asking a dumb question. Oh, you're talking about day ones. Oh, like from NXT developmental?
Yes.
Oh,
yes. Obviously, we know Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar.
So
different categories.
Okay, got you. I mean, I don't know does Roman Reigns count, because he would stomp MJF shit like a motherfucker. So yeah, that's one. He would stomp his shit.
He's better than Roman Reigns.
No, the fuck he's not. Roman would fucking eat his ass up and chew him up and spit him the fuck out, son, in 5 minutes. 5 fucking minutes.
And MJF will freaking, when the referee's not looking, MJF will kick Roman Reigns in the balls.
Yeah, but fucking Roman Reigns, dude, if you are talking a real life fight, Roman Reigns would break this kid's neck in 2 seconds. What do you mean? It'd be done.
MJF would do, in a professional wrestling match, MJF would do circles around fucking Roman Reigns. That's like saying Kenny Omega versus Roman Reigns, which, we can get into that.
I'm saying this right now.
You think Roman Reigns can last an hour with Kenny Omega in a ring?
Fuck no, I never said that, but he would destroy MJF. He would destroy MJF in a fucking ring. MJF is not as good as you think he is, bro. He's good, but he's not as good as you think he is. On the mic,
let me guess.
On the mic, he
You're
is
gonna be
great.
one of those people that are gonna compare him to the fucking Miz.
No, I wasn't going there. I'm just saying, on the mic, he is in history one of the best to do it. In the ring, he's subpar at best. He's not
subpar.
He is subpar at fucking best.
Where have you watched MJF's match?
Bitch, and they are nothing special.
I want to know, which ones did you watch?
You're gonna hate me for saying this, but I didn't think the dog collar match was shit. I heard that vibration, and I think that's a ticking time bomb in Donnie's mind.
That is.
It's a ticking time bomb. I didn't think it was shit.
Okay, well, here, I'm going to tell you why MJF is the GOAT, all right?
He got his he got his booty cheek slapped by Wardlow as well. So, no, he is not as fucking...
No, the Wardlow match wasn't that great.
No, you don't make excuses for your... Do not make excuses for your baby boy. It was dog shit.
No, ready? No, here's my thing with MJF. This man can wrestle all styles of wrestling, all right? Watch his match with Jungle Boy.
Okay.
Sammy Guevara.
Okay.
Darby Allin.
Okay.
Chris Jericho.
Okay. And half the fucking dudes on the roster can do the same shit that MJF does. So what do you want me to say?
Yeah, but half the guy.
What do you want
No,
me
they
to say?
cannot, because MJF freaking has more character. He knows how to
Okay.
work in the
And like
ring.
I
It's
said,
not freaking
he's good
all
on
freaking
the mic.
gymnastics and
Okay.
freaking
Again,
circus act.
he's good on the mic, but he is subpar in the fucking ring. And that is just my opinion. I think he's subpar as fuck. I think he, again, is another Miz in that perspective. He's great on the mic, but subpar in the fucking ring. Bless me. Excuse me.
Yes, bless you.
Thank you. Bless my fucking heart.
Because you're a WWE mark.
No,
Bless
I'm just saying. You asked me a question. I gave you my honest answer. I think he is a subpar ass bitch that could easily get lost in the fold at any minute.
All right, so besides freaking Roman Reigns, I want to know some other homegrown, NXT guys that were Triple H guys.
I didn't watch a lot of NXT like at all, so I couldn't really give you those kind of answers. But if I really have to think about it, like that could take on MJF or better like homegrown talent in general.
Darby Allin. Who's better than Darby Allin that you could think of?
That's a homegrown talent.
Yes. It doesn't even have to be homegrown talent. Triple H guy.
Triple H guy. Seth Rollins. He fucking slapped the living shit out of him. Seth Rollins 100% would slap the shit out of Darby Allin. However,
in my opinion, Darby Allin's got more character.
However, you're fucking bugging. You are fucking. I'm sorry, but you don't deserve to have an opinion.
Kids? Who are the kids? Listen, who are the kids that freaking? What do they go to the show and dress up more like? Darby or Seth
if you are trying to dress up as Seth Rollins, you have a vast closet you can dress up as. Kids are fucking addicted to Darby Allin because of his fucking skateboard shenanigans, Don. Next, he fucking rides to the ring on a toy.
He appeals to the children.
Yes, which is
very important.
Yeah, which is usually a WWE thing, but they're doing it with Darby fucking Allin, and he shouldn't be appealing to fucking children. No. Not gonna go there. Gotta keep this shit a little clean. No.
So you want to say Darby Allin can't appeal to children? Why does Jeff Hardy appealing to children?
Hey, bitch, I'm bro. Don't ask me that fucking question. You asked me about Darby fucking Allin. I don't know why anybody's child is appealing to fucking Jeff Hardy. All right.
What? They want to have the wristbands and they want to have like the colored hair. Danny did it a few times in his life.
Of course he fucking did. He was a Jeff Hardy. He's a Jeff Hardy mark. He even fucking doesn't smile for photos like Jeff Hardy. This fucking dude is weird ass fucking like faces. But no, Darby Allin does not have more character than Seth Rollins. Like that is literally infantile to say. That is super infantile to say. Because Seth Rollins is a legitimate. His acting and promo work is fucking gold. Darby Allin has one fucking facial structure that he uses, which is literally a angsty, pissed off teenager on a skateboard. He does not have charisma. He does a bunch of death-defying shit that is great, and I will give him that. His in-ring work ability, great. But he barely says shit on a mic. He has one fucking facial expression. Who cares if it's his character? Seth has played many, and he has slayed them all. All of them.
Okay, I will admit. All right, I will admit this. Right?
You can't say character.
Okay.
In-ring?
Got me on character.
I will say, though, in-ring, Darby can beyond hang against Seth Rollins. He can beyond hang. I will give that to you. But character-wise, man, you got to give that shit to Seth. You have to. Like, Seth is a genius in everything he touches. Like, you can tell him to play an ice cream truck, man. Next, we'd be seeing the dopest fucking ice cream truck dude the next week. Randy!
So stupid.
I love it because he makes the cringe work. And dude, like what sold it for me, because I was on the fence about it until WrestleMania when Cody was making his entrance and he started laughing and just went straight back to fucking serious out of nowhere. I'm like, all right, I'll bite. Like that was it. But every role that he has, he slays.
Okay, so another guy I got to talk about with AEW being like a day one is Sammy Guevara.
I will give you I will give you
He's
his
very gifted and talented.
Yeah, and in ring, his mic skills are god awful, and his fucking relationship with Ty Conti right now is so cringe. I don't want to even watch it. It's like watching a porno. It's cringe. It's fucking cringe, man. His feud
And
with
Miz
Matt
and
Hardy,
Maurice
though,
aren't. And Miz and Maurice,
at
Miz
least
and Maurice aren't.
at least it's funny and it's cleaner. Like, I can handle a little bit less fucking tongue from a teenager that just fucking cheated on his wife and then is already marrying this
Oh
one.
yeah, oh yeah. I got a good example here. You want to talk about friggin' them? How about Lita and Edge? Your favorite wrestler.
Dude,
They were
that-
freaking giving tongue in front of Matt Hardy.
Dude, they had a live sex show because it was during the fucking Ruthless Aggression era, which was, again, almost TVMA. Fucking next, Don. Do not compare shit. Do not compare shit. Do not compare shit for the time it worked compared to now with people that are sufficiently younger with it needs to appeal to kids. It's important.
Situation. It's the same situation.
Done. Sammy Guevara is the reason why 13-year-olds are saying it's okay to get knocked up right now. No, it's not okay. Back then, it was appealing for an adult audience. It's not anymore. So no, it's fucking gross.
But I was a kid and I watched friggin' Edge and
That's your fucking fault.
Cheating on Matt
And
Hardy.
maybe that explains.
Right.
And
no,
maybe that
no,
explains why I have two kids. Maybe that explains why I have two kids. But I don't fucking care.
It's not my fault. It's my dad's fault for allowing me to watch it.
Okay, and that again, whatever. But you know what? It was made for that time, and it was suitable for that time. And these kids are sufficiently fucking younger. They should. Oh my god, you cannot compare it.
AEW
Man.
is more of an adult crowd, though. I will say that being there.
It is.
I will say that compared to going to Hartford for
it
WWE
is.
Raw.
I will give you that, but it is. You can't compare Edge and Lita to Sammy Guevara and fucking Ty Conti. You can't. You cannot fucking compare it, especially in the time frame.
It's a similar situation.
It is a similar situation, but the talents are way different, man. Like
Lita and Sammy cheated on their loved ones, technically, which isn't right.
No, it's not. No, that is never justified.
Still a similar, because they were both, giving tongue in front of Matt Hardy. I know Matt was probably okay with it.
No, he was
for
not.
Storyline purposes.
He had no choice but to be okay with it. I watched Rivals. And he was not okay with it. Him and Edge literally hated each other during their feud, like in real life. The fact that they could swallow it was amazing, but a lot of real shit came out. Yeah.
Yeah, huge respect for them for that. I just think, like, with Sammy Guevara, like, here's why I bring up, like, the way that, like, he's been, maybe not now, but, like, when he first came to AEW, because when they first announced him, I really didn't know much about him.
Yeah.
And then the first episode of AEW Dynamite, the first match of the show was Sammy Guevara versus Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
And, with Sammy Guevara, I thought at the time, okay, like, they must see something in him, but, like, they didn't really have much. But then it all made sense at the end of the show, because then he joined Chris Jericho's Inner Circle, and Jericho really, showed the ropes to Sammy.
Yeah.
And gave him the nickname Spanish God, which, has been over. Sammy Guevara has been very over, and I think a lot of that, definitely with the help of Jericho, has helped him.
Yeah.
And I think that's something in WWE that's missing with a lot of their NXT Day One guys, is that they don't really, like, they put him with the Sharks, but there's no direction.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Like, look at what Karrion Kross, when he got called up to the main roster his first time around.
Yeah.
They got rid of friggin' Scarlett away from him, and
I'm
pretty
looking
much, like,
forward to his resurgence. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be so much better.
I'm
looking forward to Friday. I'm looking very forward to Friday. I'm gonna be doing a watch along for that.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that. I'm supposed to be on AEW side. What the fuck am I saying?
Yeah. But I am gonna say though, 100%, I did enjoy the Sammy Guevara Matt Hardy feud. I 100% enjoyed it. That put Sammy Guevara on the map for me personally. Was he a little dangerous during that match, especially when he threw the chair at Matt? Yes. Matt, and Rebby fucking Hardy were both fucking livid. Like, he was genuinely dangerous in that match. But luckily, Matt Hardy got to fucking have his last laugh, and it was a legitimate punishment.
It
immediately.
was a fun match that they did
Oh,
have.
dude, it was fucking brutal, dude. It was fucking amazing. It was some of the
The Hardy
best.
compound.
It was some of the best in-ring work I've seen in a long time, and that's on an AEW show, and I'm supposed to be
Well, you
representing
see
WWE right
something,
now.
and that's the thing that really shows how talented Guevara is, because
He
after the
is.
whole Matt Hardy situation, like, he made an honest mistake,
Mhm.
and then he bounced back and had a pretty fun match with Hardy, and since then he's been very trustworthy.
Yeah,
He
he's
had
just
Cody's last match in AEW,
what I
which was
want.
great.
What I want is for Sammy Guevara, for me to actually genuinely enjoy Sammy Guevara, is split him off from Tay Conti, like Ty
No.
Conti. No, like split them apart and like have him shine singly. Like they can still be together in real life, whatever. But like split them apart, repackage him, and have him work on his fucking promo and speaking on the mic delivery. Like he has a lot of room to grow in that area. Like he has a lot of growing to do. However, as a talent and as a professional wrestler, he has it. He fucking has it. He just needs to work on the other very important part of the job, character and speaking.
He's got character. I think speaking, I do somewhat agree with that
But
statement.
he needs a
But
stronger
I
character.
do not think they should split Ty Conti and him up, because here's the thing. In wrestling nowadays, it's very hard to get legitimate heat. And right now, the crowd, especially me being there, he had legitimate heat. And that is something that is really missing in today's wrestling, is that heat. And let me be honest, Ty Conti, I've been a fan of her in-ring work, but the work that she's doing now as a heel, friggin' being an asshole that everybody hates because of what happened, the situation, she, I think, character-wise, is more over now than she was when she debuted.
Oh, heat's good. Heat's good, especially if you know how
And
to
Sammy Guevara
manipulate it.
too, because at the times, yeah, he was the TNT champion. He did a lot of stuff there with the title, but they're really like, he showed that he could wrestle in the ring.
Oh,
But
absolutely, dude.
character-wise, what he's doing now with the Jericho Appreciation Society with Ty Conti, I think that character-wise, he's starting to really mold into what, we see him being. Yes, he does, there has to be some tweaks, but that's like with everybody.
Um, I think another good homegrown talent that I think would absolutely fucking destroy somebody on the AEW roster would have to be Kurt Angle. He is a homegrown WWE talent. He does qualify. He
He
does
did start,
qualify.
yeah.
He started in WWE, minus like him being an Olympic fucking amateur wrestler, whatever.
Right now,
But
though. But right now, who do you think has the better homegrown talent, WWE or AEW? That's my
I don't know, because WWE has a lot of fucking great ingrown talent, like Bray Wyatt, Batista, fucking Charlotte Flair would.
right
Oh,
now.
well, Charlotte Flair would smack the shit out of half of AEW's fucking roster, like women's division, like 100%. The women's division in AEW is fucking struggling, 100%, and that is not a secret, like at all. They
They
are.
are getting old. I will admit, they are getting better than they were. But right now, WWE is still definitely on top when it comes to women's wrestling.
I think
I will
honestly,
give you that.
I have to. I have to give somebody here a really big shout out because he is proving to be a fantastic homegrown talent, and he's I see a Hall of Fame ring on this dude one day. And it's kind of going to come out of left field for you, but it kind of falls in with who I just said. Chad Gable. I want to give him a huge shout out because he's moving up fast. Like, this dude is moving up fast, and he would wipe the floor with a lot of AEW's fucking homegrown talent in terms of, like, legitimate wrestling. Like, he would fuck a lot of them up, dude. Especially even with his size, it's incredible. He would fuck a lot of them up in a wrestling standpoint. So that alone is a big win. That alone is a huge win.
All right. So, how about, because one thing that both promotions do have, WWE and AEW, is black and gold NXT. So
Yep.
guys like Karrion Kross, Keith Lee, Adam Cole,
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano, Ciampa, guys like that.
Oh, yeah, I know Ciampa.
Let's talk about
Okay.
a little bit. Like especially with guys that were in NXT and went to AEW.
Mhm.
So how do you feel about the bookings of these certain guys like Adam
lot of them are
Cole,
shit.
Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish?
See, I was never a fan of the Undisputed Era. I was never a fan of them at all. I was a fan of them by
Wow.
themselves. Like I was a bigger Adam Cole fan than I was Undisputed Era fan. I really enjoy Adam Cole's in-ring work. So I don't know if you would consider him a WWE homegrown or can actually no, he is a WWE
Ring
homegrown.
of
So
Honor. He started.
oh yeah, true. Ring of Honor. Okay. In terms of their utilization and their booking, I mean, you can't really compare because they were
Booking
all.
wise.
I can't really compare because they were all booked really fucking well until they started splitting off. Obviously, like they had a good career in fucking WWE, so it's kind of hard to compare because they are getting booked pretty decently in AEW right now too, because they're allowed to be aggressive, which was missing at the end of things. It was really emotional for the end of the Undisputed Era in WWE because everybody knew that people were splitting up and leaving. So it was hard, like so you can't really compare because they both had excellent runs in both promotions. So, it's hard to compare.
Yeah. You know something though, I will say with Adam Cole, I do like Undisputed Elite a lot better than the Undisputed Era, but I do feel like Adam Cole did have a better run in NXT than
He did
AEW.
100%.
And the reason I gotta say that is because Adam Cole was the NXT champion. He was the
For a
face
long
of the
time.
promotion. And, he even was North American
But do
champion
you
as well at one
unfortunately
point.
know who would smack the shit out of Adam Cole even to this day? Because he's actually one
Who?
of the best WWE homegrown talents. And if anything, he's actually one of my favorites of all time. You would never think that because I don't talk about him much, but if you want to give me an AEW homegrown talent to put this guy up against so I can debate whether or not to say his name now or later.
An AEW home ground. Let's see. Jungle Boy.
Oh, I don't know if I want to say this guy because it would be apparent that this dude would slap the shit out of him. Oh, man.
Jungle Boy's pretty good in the ring.
Give me somebody harder. Give me somebody harder. Somebody more seasoned, if so. Give me somebody harder.
See? Oh, then MJF. Or actually, Max Caster. How about that? Max Caster.
Okay.
That's a good one, I think.
All right. So, Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler. He is
Overrated.
no, not even by a long shot. Dolph Ziggler.
Overrated. Shawn Michaels, freaking Billy Gunn had a love child.
All right,
His
now
name was freaking Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, okay. See, here's the thing. You can say overrated all you want, but there is no denying that dude's fucking talent. And there's no denying that dude would slap the shit out of half of the AEW roster.
I think he would put on great matches, but I wouldn't say slap the shit out of him.
Out of the homegrown roster? Hell fucking yes, he would. Out of the homegrown AEW roster, Dolph Ziggler would wipe the fucking floor with half of them.
What do you mean? All he does is fucking super kicks.
And that's
Young
all
Bucks
he
can
would
do
need
that
to
too.
fucking... The Young Bucks super kicks are ass compared to the fucking Uso super kicks. What the fuck you mean?
No.
The fuck you mean? Their fucking super kicks are
No.
bullshit, dude. Dolph Ziggler would slap the shit out of them, dude. He would cannon the fuck out of both the Young Bucks fucking chins. Are you kidding me?
What? Because he fucking does this?
No!
Slaps his fucking thigh.
Dog!
So loud.
Dog, Dolph Ziggler has a fucking higher and a farther reach and a fatter impact fucking speed than Shawn fucking Michaels.
Nobody kicks harder than fucking Pentagon Jr.
Nah. Cap.
Have you seen Pentagon wrestle? Have you seen Pentagon wrestle live?
I don't know who the fuck Pentagon is.
Lucha Brothers? Him, Ray Phoenix?
Oh, Ray Phoenix? No, I
Lucha-
unfortunately no, I have not seen Ray Phoenix wrestle live. I actually kind of stray away from it ever since I saw his injury because like I'm terrified for this man's career now. So I know I unfortunately don't.
Pentagon is one of the best kickers.
Actually, one of my favorite kickers, like this is gonna be an off-topic kind of thing, is actually Paul London. You remember his fucking I forgot what it was called, but like where he would like jump to the side and then like kick him in the face, but then like land on his stomach. Like he would do that like jump kick, or like it was fucking sick. And I used to be able to actually, and I probably still could do it to this day, but it's one of the, and it just beefy, Like, you heard the fucking smack from that kick across the whole fucking arena. I'm like, badass. And like, it almost looked like he jumped in the air, like was floating in the air for a second and just super kicked the shit out of somebody and then spun around and just landed. I was like, lit.
That's the thing. Like, I feel like when it comes to like black and gold brand, so like Adam Cole, I will say WWE. So now another guy I would like to, talk about is Luchasaurus, because in WWE he was in NXT and he was freaking misused, and I don't know how this guy was misused because he had the size of what they're looking for in WWE, and I think what this man's done in AEW with the Luchasaurus character has been incredible.
Like, I guess, I don't know. I mean, because the Usos were also homegrown talent. So, like, they're better than the fucking Young Bucks, bro. By a long shot.
No,
Better than the Young Bucks by
no,
a long shot, dude.
dude, no,
Yeah. Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matt and Nick Jackson would do circles around Jimmy. Maybe not Jay, but Jimmy.
Well, we all
You
know
would
that
do
Jay is better than Jimmy. We already know that Jay is better than Jimmy. All right. But
Exactly, and there is no better Nick or fucking Matt Jackson because they're that fucking good.
we could argue about this all day, man. I'm still going with the Usos, bro. I'm going to go with the Usos.
Why?
They have it all, dude. They
All they do
do.
is super kicks, frog splashes, and Samoa drops.
And they're still way more fucking over than the fucking Young Bucks.
Over? Oh no!
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Dude, the Young
Because
Bucks.
let's say the Usos were in Ring of Honor, okay? When the Young Bucks were.
Okay.
I guarantee you, the Usos would not have sold out on friggin' Bullet Club Uso shirts like the Young Bucks did. Young Bucks are one of the friggin' greatest tag teams out there.
But they look
even
so
Butcher and Blade
fucking stupid, though. Like, repackage. This dude needs to shave his fucking head because of his goddamn receding hairline. Like,
Danny's got it too, but we talk about that.
Yeah, the fuck we do. I tell him to fucking get your shit fixed all the fucking time. He just doesn't listen. He just doesn't fucking listen. But no, they need a repackaging, dude, because they're not going to be fucking in their almost 40s forever, dude. They're still dressing like they're in the fucking 80s. They look like the Hardys did when they fucking debuted. It's clear. The Hardys would slap the shit out of them.
When the Young Bucks were heels,
they
did change their
hold up. That's another better fucking homegrown talent than the Young Bucks, the Hardys. That's another fucking better one.
I can go on all day about that.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Nah, Hardys are better than Young Bucks. But I got a tag team that's better than any tag team right now in WWE.
What?
FTR.
FTR is, if not arguably, the greatest tag team of all time.
Like, but here's the thing.
They're
FTR,
just okay. I won't say the greatest.
Look at the way that they were booked in WWE as the Revival compared to AEW.
I know. 3 years ago, he was shaving this dude's back, and a fucking few months ago, they fucking won every single goddamn title there was to win. Yeah, I know. I get it. But they are great, 100%. But I'm not going to say they're the greatest of all time, but I'll say that they are the greatest technical wrestlers of all time. 100%, especially in terms of tag team. But to say that they're the greatest like tag team of all time, no, that's nonsense.
I would say maybe in top 10. Definitely.
Top 5. Don't even say that. Top 5. Bro.
Yeah, top. I was trying to be a little bit,
He's like, I was trying to keep it humble, but yeah, no, I appreciate that. Yeah. But no, I would say top 5.
Top 5.
100%, because they're just great technical wrestlers. Like, I'm not even a fan of FTR, but I recognize and acknowledge their accolades. I respect the fuck out of FTR. I'd be stoked as shit to meet FTR, but I can't say that I'm a fan. Like, I would be honored and privileged to be in their presence, but I wouldn't say that, I would lose my absolute shit if they randomly showed up at a house show.
I just thought of a homegrown AEW talent that would powerbomb the fuck out of half of that friggin' WWE roster. Welcome to Wardlow's world.
I thought Wardlow was somebody else somewhere else. I thought he wasn't.
Nope.
Really? He was a homegrown AEW talent?
Yep, they found him in the independents.
Oh. Pity.
Yeah.
But to say that he's a better homegrown than some of the ones in WWE is kind of wrong. Because like, I don't know, man.
Right, no, current, right now, nothing in the past, right
I
now.
love how you're saying nothing in the past because you know that all of the homegrown talent from fucking WWE accumulatively would slap the shit out of every single AEW superstar on the planet. That is why you're
Look,
saying right now,
Ben,
because you know immediately
Ben,
there would be no conversation.
Ben,
You know there would be
obviously, because WWE's been around since fucking dinosaurs were fucking around,
Yes,
all right?
but at the same
AEW has
time,
only been around for what?
but at the same
2021,
time though,
2020, 2019,
but at
3
the
years.
same time though, you're making this and molding it into an argument where AEW automatically wins. You're saying homegrown
Right now,
all right.
right now.
Okay.
WWE right now, AEW right now. What's better?
See, I am almost declined to answer because again, you made it in a way where AEW automatically wins. But if we're putting it in perspective, WWE wins by a landslide because half of fucking AEW is ex-WWE guys. And you know it's a fact because if we were just doing homegrown talent, there wouldn't be a conversation. This podcast would have been done fucking 55 minutes ago.
But what about booking? But booking wise, a lot of these guys that went to friggin' AEW have definitely been booked a lot better than WWE.
For now. This war is gonna be fucking over, and like give it 6 months, and AEW is gonna be old news.
No, right now the reason why you get to friggin' shine golden
Forever.
is because
Forever.
WWE has
All right, bro.
the momentum right now, just like AEW had for a while because it was new.
All right, but here's the thing, bro.
That's the reason why everybody is so jumping up and down,
bro. Here's the thing, bro. That momentum ain't slowing down anytime soon, fam. You want to know why? Not only was it already confirmed that it's not slowing down straight from Triple H's mouth, since 2020, they have released over 100 superstars. A lot of them were on TV weekly. And you have to remember, a lot of them are coming back weekly. There is going to be depth on the field. Imagine a month from this moment, but imagine in 6 months. AEW, hold on. I'm not done. In 6 months' time, AEW is fucked.
and you're wrong, sir.
Mark my words.
You are wrong.
At
AEW
5:39, at 5:39 on August 11th, 2022, quote me, AEW is fucked.
It's the 10th.
6 months from now. 10th, it is fucked 6 months from now. Ask me again 6 months later on the 10th of that month, and I will fucking come right back and be like, what'd I tell you? Mark,
Okay.
even fucking time quote this. Fucking put a timestamp at it. And it ain't slowing
Momentum
down.
right now is in WWE's corner, but wait until Kenny Omega comes back. Wait until CM Punk comes back. Wait until, especially MJF comes back.
Bro, those three are not enough to stop that momentum from WWE. It is not enough.
So.
It will not be enough. Kenny Omega, if he takes one bad bump, he's done, fam. That's it. Done. They are fucked in 6 months' time, son. You forget. Kenny Omega said that this is the worst injury he has ever sustained. The most agonizing, healing fucking recovery he has ever sustained. He said if he gets one more injury, he's done. Without Kenny Omega, that is a lot of star power gone off the table entirely for AEW. So yes, they are fucked in 6 months' time if the momentum is still on its pace. If they hire the right people back, and bruh, they are fucked for one reason. Triple H is head of creative. That is enough to fuck AEW, period. And you didn't, I'm assuming, did you read the article stating...
Hold on, you talk about the war you talk about wars with WWE and AEW. Who won that war on Wednesday nights, huh, Ben?
On Wednesday nights, what are you talking about? Oh, are you talking about for fucking NXT and shit? You also,
right.
You're comparing a whole AEW Dynamite, their main show. You're comparing it to a third small developmental brand. You cannot compare that, Don. You're comparing a
Around this
whole
time, it was no developmental brand.
bro,
It was a brand.
bro.
That's why Vince McMahon was so petty and he
Yes,
wanted to go against
but
him on Wednesday nights, which fucked Triple H up.
None of this has anything to do with Triple H right now. None of this. You're comparing basically a Monday Night Raw of AEW to the basically fucking Sunday Night Heat of WWE. You're basically comparing it to that, and you cannot compare it.
I wouldn't say that with NXT Gold Brand because around the time the Gold Brand was having better shows.
Oh, I thought you were talking about 2.0.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about 2.0.
No, the Gold Brand.
Nigga.
They were going against AEW on Wednesdays.
Bro, you got me over here freaking out on you for nothing. Be more specific.
2.0 is on Tuesdays.
Oh, I was like, be more specific. I don't watch NXT in general, so you can't fault me for this. But no,
I'm not faulting.
I was gonna say you could have saved that whole shebang for nothing. I just went off for nothing. God damn you. But no, anyways, yeah, they may have won that 100%. But
here's why. Just like right now, WWE has the momentum. Around the time, AEW had the momentum. And it's going to keep shifting back and forth with the brands.
But you're also comparing Tony Khan to Triple H. And bro, we both know that that's a fucking, that is a massacre. You know this. It's a massacre. Tony Khan's booking has nothing on what Triple H is going to do, especially the people he's bringing back. Dexter fucking Loomis alone is going to change the scope on everything. They made him look like he was a stalker / like serial killer, bro. Like he is going to...
You want to know where they got that from?
Where?
It was not NXT. He did the stalker gimmick stuff as Samuel Shaw in TNA Wrestling.
And that's fine.
He used to stalk Christy Hemme.
And that's fine.
I'm not saying anything bad about that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
and that's fine.
You want to look up some of that stuff, man?
I'm going
like
to.
You would love that. You would love that.
100%. He's Sam Shaw again on NWA, but not anymore. He's back to being Dexter Loomis.
He was feuding with Mr. Kennedy at the time in TNA when this was happening, and then Mr. Kennedy got the chant "creepy bastard."
Yeah. But yeah, bro.
Samuel Shaw.
Yeah, but bro, like again, you know, like just with that alone, with the people that Triple H is bringing back and that he's putting into creative and the stories he's going to be molding, I would be shitting my bricks if I was AEW. I would be shitting my bricks 100%. Like
but here's the thing.
You have to admit to me that it is a scary situation right now for AEW. You have to admit it. It's a scary situation. They are in momentum. They are in momentum with the most dangerous individual in the driver's seat. I'd be fucking scared, especially with the people he's hiring back. I would be fucking terrified.
Here's why I'm not, because this isn't Ted Turner running AEW. This is Tony Khan. And Tony Khan
the biggest wrestling mark on the fucking planet.
Wrestling.
Yes, the biggest mark on the fucking planet that should be in the fucking stands with everybody else and not in a fucking office running shit. He's a fanboy.
But here's the thing that people forget about.
Okay.
Tony Khan has lots of legends that are in this business.
But he doesn't have enough to pay them, bro. He doesn't have enough to pay them, bro. Money does a lot. What?
Well, they're a part of AEW.
I get that.
Regal,
I get that.
Big Show,
I get that. But they are taking the pay cut. They are taking the pay cut to be into AEW. That's still not enough. Because eventually, that pay is going to piss them off.
What do you mean? In a recent interview with Chris Jericho, Chris Jericho said that he made friggin' more money in AEW on his contract than he ever did in WWE.
Yeah. Why? Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? Because they're ex-WWE guys that are practically helping run the fucking company, and they are the faces, and that was the money they were needed to guarantee to be a part of AEW in general. So yeah, they're going to get paid more. But let's not talk about fucking MJF's little bitch fit he made about not getting paid enough, but he's so good, right? Right?
He is
receipts, bitch! Receipts, bitch!
He deserves to get millions of dollars.
He's threatening.
MJF needs millions of dollars.
You know for a fact that if WWE offered this dude the money he wanted, he would fucking piss in Tony Khan's face and walk out the door tomorrow.
Whoever gives him more money.
Exactly. So again, people are eventually going to get pissed off with how little they're getting fucking paid.
You act like AEW
getting pissed off at people are getting
Tony
paid.
Khan has a freaking. You act like Tony Khan has a checkbook that friggin' Dixie Carter had. That's not the case. They can match WWE offers. AEW he actually has made AEW a profitable
Yeah.
business.
Okay. Regardless,
They're making a lot.
okay.
They're making a lot of money as well.
That's great. That's awesome. But at the same time, Tony Khan can't even afford to pay the most of his homegrown talent the shit they deserve for fucking help carrying the goddamn brand on their back. So eventually,
It's not that he doesn't have the
people
money.
are going to leave over it. People are going to speak out over it. People are going to air Tony Khan's dirty laundry out because of it. It has already been fucking aired out.
Here's what I think, in my opinion. When it comes to contracts with both sides, we can both agree on this with WWE and AEW. If you're not booked properly before that contract expires, you're going to the other side.
I don't think that's going to be the case for AEW anymore.
I would not say that because
I don't think anybody's going to want to leave to go to AEW anymore, minus Austin Theory.
Wait, let's be honest. Why do you think Cody Rhodes left AEW to go to WWE? I already know what you're going to say.
Why do you think Miro's all of a sudden kissing ass because he wants to go back to WWE because he was booked better there? But we don't want to talk about that.
He did have a really good TNT title run.
Yeah, but he also, but he's bitching and moaning. He's bitching and moaning now that he was treated better in WWE. He's bitching and moaning.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he signed an extension. That's his fault. He signed a fucking extension in 2026. So he
watch how but you saw how quick he fucking regretted it the moment Vince fucking retired and Triple H took over, and now he wants to be like, I forgive you. Dude, that's gonna be that was a lot of fucking people. That was a lot of fucking people. A lot of fucking people. The regrets were raining out, bitch. The regrets were raining.
I admit, I think Dustin Rhodes is a dickhead, but what he said is best. If your contract is up in AEW and you don't want to be here anymore, go. Because here's the thing, AEW needs to focus on their product. I don't think they're going to care if certain guys do leave to go to WWE because they feel like they're going to get a better paycheck or better booking. I think it's all going to come down to booking. That's why Miro and Andrade, I think, are upset right now because, yes, they were booked pretty good in the beginning of their run, but right now, they are not being booked properly, and I think in WWE, they'll probably get booked better because you have to realize WWE has 7 hours worth of the product. 2 TV shows, one's 3 hours, the other one's 2 hours, NXT's an hour. AEW only has 2 hours and 1 hour.
That's true.
And I do blame Tony Khan. I will blame Tony Khan because he does sign a lot of people. That's why they do need to get another 2-hour show, in my opinion.
What he needs to do is start releasing. He needs to start releasing people that aren't getting fucking touched. Like, he needs to start releasing talent. He is becoming too overcumbered. He's pushing it way past the threshold because he's hiring people and not even fucking using them. Like, that's the inexperience of things, bro.
But here's the thing. Maybe with the big names, I do agree with you on that. But when it comes to independent wrestlers that they're trying to make homegrown, I do think that AEW should continue to sign because it's actually making
You want a hot take?
Yes.
I could see Chris Jericho going back to WWE eventually.
Well, he's definitely going to retire in WWE.
No, he already got asked if he would finish his career in WWE, and he said he wasn't sure. He said he wasn't in particular about it, but I see him going back.
He will.
I see him going back, especially with Triple H on fucking creative. I see him going back. Dude, half of these dudes that shit on WWE, I see going back. Mox now, I can see a million ways to go back.
Mox I think it's just like CM Punk. Him and Mox aren't ever going to go back to WWE. I could see down the line when Mox retires, the Shield going into the Hall of Fame, and I see him, being there for that and doing maybe some stuff on TV for them. But, that's about it. Because I think Mox loves professional wrestling, and that's why he's not going to go back to sports entertainment. Yeah. Because that's the thing that people do not realize is WWE, yes, they're going back to some wrestling, which is great. But at the end of the day,
I don't know if you read
in AEW, you can go to New Japan. You can go to Ring of Honor. You have the Forbidden Doors. In WWE, you only have WWE.
For now.
I don't think Triple H is gonna.
See, here's the thing. It's not up to Triple H. It's up to Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan.
And I don't think they're going to because they're gonna honor Vince McMahon.
I don't think they're going to honor Vince McMahon in anything, because they definitely have not been honoring Vince McMahon since Triple H took over. Every unbanned word has come back. A lot of people that Vince McMahon saw nothing in are rising in the fucking ranks now. The last thing they are doing is honoring Vince McMahon. And especially with the allegations, that is the last thing they are going to do, is honor Vince McMahon.
Yeah, but the territory thing, I don't see WWE doing stuff with other big wrestling promotions.
I do.
Yeah, at times they're going to do stuff like Impact did with Mickey James at the Rumble. I do see
That's
stuff
what I'm
like
talking
that.
about. That's what
Not
I'm
with
talking about.
AEW and WWE.
Watch. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, maybe not in the next 5, but it will happen one day. And when it does, I hope we're still around for it, because it will be explosive. Fucking explosive. Fuck.
Bless you.
Fuck.
Bless
Woo!
you.
But I will say, the article that I read saying that Triple H is definitely going to be shifting back more towards the professional wrestling standpoint and away from sports entertainment, again, is a bad thing for these other promotions, because if that happens and we see the return of a lot of shit like the Extreme Rules matches, bleeding, fucking steel cage matches, fucking Inferno matches, if we see the return of a lot of these things, I'm sorry, but yes, a lot of these other promotions are in big fucking trouble, because WWE will do it so much better. And we know this. We know this for a fact. And they have bigger stars in WWE than they do in AEW.
Here's my take. All right. So I think the promotion, like I'm talking 10 years from now, the one that is going to, at that time have better ratings is going to be the promotion that pushes their homegrown talent. Because I think WWE, what's going to happen, they're going to have momentum for a couple years, I think. Because they're going to bring guys like MJF over to WWE and bring back probably Miro and Andrade and, all the regular former guys, and bring maybe some new ones in that were former AEW talent. But here's the thing, long term, that's not going to do WWE any wonders. And here's why. Because anytime a wrestling promotion brings a former guy over, and this you can definitely say this with AEW, it never works out the best way. Like usually 80% of the time it doesn't work out. 20% of the time you get lucky, like John Moxley and, CM Punk and stuff.
Cody Rhodes, who is also a homegrown talent.
But here's the thing, when we go 10 years from now, you gotta realize, like, if whoever is developing better talent at that time, I think is going to be the one on top 10 years from now. You can quote me on that. And I think AEW is going to do that, because when these former guys all leave AEW to go to WWE, what is AEW going to do? They are going to have to create and develop their own talent, which is what they've done since day one with guys like The Pillar, with, Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, Jungle Boy, MJF. They call them the Four Pillars for a reason. And they got guys like Ricky Starks and, Powerhouse Hobbs, Wardlow, friggin' Luchasaurus.
Honestly,
lots of very talented guys.
I feel like we could definitely debate about this for the end of time. We'd be sitting here for hours going back and forth at it, man. But ultimately, it just genuinely comes down to, again, WWE is on a scary momentum right now.
I do agree with you on that.
It is on a very scary momentum right now. But maybe AEW will prevail. However, it all comes down to how Tony Khan reacts to it, because WWE is going to be getting a lot of buzz, and whether anybody wants to admit it or not, it is going to foreshadow a lot of what AEW does for a while, especially because there's going to be returns week after week for a long time.
And that's why I think AEW, and here's why, in my opinion, and I was saying this when they're signing guys and stuff, it's really cool when they have these returns and stuff, because it gives me a video for a reaction. But here's the thing, as, a wrestling fan, looking at it logically standpoint, like WCW, they could have still been around if they developed their own talent, like Goldberg. If they had more guys from the power plant that they developed, because WWE, you have to realize, they went into rebuild mode when the NWO was around. Because then they crafted guys like Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, The Rock, and those were homegrown talent. And that is what AEW, in my opinion, what Tony Khan needs to focus on. And I think the last few months,
Batista,
Tony
another
Khan
one.
has gotten a lot better at doing it, because at the show I was at in the DCU Center
Yeah.
in Worcester, having Daniel Garcia be put over, Bryan Danielson putting over Daniel Garcia, was a great move for them to do that. I think this Jungle Boy feud with Christian Cage,
It's gonna put him
Jungle
over.
Boy is going to be more over than ever after this, which is great. And this is what they have to continue doing. And I think if AEW wants to get the momentum back, they need MJF to freaking be the face of this freaking All Elite Wrestling, because he's a homegrown guy, and he had one of the best feuds, I think, in AEW history with CM Punk.
Yeah.
CM Punk is right now the world champion. John Moxley's the interim champion. So when you have Mox go against Punk, Punk beats him, MJF comes back, takes the title off of Punk, and let's ride this shit out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll
Just like
see what
WWE.
happens.
I want to see him ride it out with Cody as the champ.
Yeah.
I would love to see Cody as WWE champion.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it all unfolds,
Karrion
man.
Kross is Universal. I do want to see that.
Karrion Kross at Clash of the Castle will likely take the WWE title, and there will be a rematch with fucking Drew to take the Universal. It's got to be worked out in some way, such as that.
We gotta have the titles split again.
Because they will be split, because USA wants a champion on Raw, because Roman hasn't really been showing up there, and there isn't a title really there. So they want a champion. So I think Karrion Kross is going to be taking the WWE title.
Okay, so what's something you don't like about WWE? And I'll say something about AEW.
The fact that they're not violent enough. That's my only qualm. They're not violent enough. They need to go back to more professional wrestling, and they need to be allowed to bleed and tell violent stories again, because that's what it's missing, is the aggression that it used to have, and now it's just becoming a soap opera with some matches. So that's the only thing.
Okay, I respect that. My thing with AEW that has to change is got to be the stupid fucking ranking system. All right, this thing that they're posting every week, I even know they're starting to fade a little bit more away from it. I'm noticing, because they're having, guys go for the titles and stuff. They just need to just completely erase it, because Danny was saying this in our group chat. I agree. I feel like with professional wrestling, you can't really have a ranking system. TNA, they tried doing it around the Hogan and Bischoff era, and it didn't really do much.
The best ranking system that there was on WWE.com back in 2005 when they had the Power 25. That was it. And it was logically done.
But
it was logically done, though.
Yeah, no, it was very logically done. You're absolutely correct with that. I think the ranking system is the only problem. If they can just shift from that and not have people right away that are part of the promotions go for mid-card titles or world titles, I think that they will be fine. And AEW Dark, we need to stop having... I know they're trying to give independent wrestlers an opportunity by doing what they're doing against their AEW talent that they're trying to develop, but it's not doing anything for the AEW fans that want to watch the show.
Yeah.
Because you need to have underrated guys go against each other. Look at, they got a new guy. They got Harlan, Parker.
Yeah.
Why does Parker have to go against somebody we never heard of? Why can't they just maybe put him against Matt Sydal?
Yeah.
Or Lee Moriarty, or Captain Sean Dean? Somebody that's not being used properly, and build him that way.
Yeah.
So now, what do you like about WWE?
I thought we already covered that in the beginning. I thought we already covered that shit in the beginning of what we like about it.
But the big thing for you that stands out,
the fact that it actually genuinely feels like a show, like a weekly show with legitimate cemented storylines, and it's easy to tell them apart. They're not facing random fucking people every single week. Like there's a main storyline for each thing going on. Like there's something that intertwines, and it's a lot more compelling in that nature. Is like it's easier to get invested like in the promo work and like in the superstars
So
background.
you're talking
Characters, and overall just quality of the show. Like the quality of it, and just I think the creative is just better. The creative's just better.
That's something that's missing in AEW. Like back in the day when they first started Dynamite, the arenas were a lot more lighter and it looked more alive,
I will
even though
also
the crowd was
say
very alive.
I will say too that the matches that WWE has are a lot more creative. Like the types of matches are a lot more creative than AEW. But AEW, I can also understand
I will give you that
because
because some
AEW,
of the
I will
matches.
understand they're not trying to recycle what's already been done in WWE. They're trying to do something new, and sometimes it hits, sometimes it misses, and that's okay. It comes with the territory of experimentation. But
Yeah.
you had creative minds like Pat Patterson create the Royal Rumble. You had fucking Vince McMahon Sr. create WrestleMania. There's just so many different things. The Money in the Bank ladder matches, TLC. Like they just have more creative matches. So in a sense, I have to
I
give
will
that.
say with AEW, it is very underrated. I do love the blood and guts match that
Yeah.
they do
Mhm.
every year, and I also really do like the casino battle royals. It's very different. Like it's like a scramble of like people
Yeah,
that all
and
come
there's
out.
always one
They
new
do like the
person that comes
Joker
out. Yeah, there's always one
as
new
the
person
Joker.
that either returns or fucking is a new debut, and I like that.
Just a low key take
Yeah,
right there.
I do like those things, but WWE unfortunately has more, and they've had more
Oh, of course,
solidified.
and
They've had
that's
more,
50 years,
and that's
50
the
plus
thing
years.
is a lot of those matches lead up to something bigger, like the Royal Rumble, direct shot to WrestleMania, and there's like little stops along the way that more match cards are put onto the big WrestleMania
You
match card.
see,
That's
AEW,
incredible.
man, AEW needs to treat All Out like
That's
WrestleMania.
what I'm saying, 100%. But All Out needs to
That's
be one fucking pay per view a year, though. All Out needs to be one
it
time a
is.
year. Oh, it is.
It's every
I
year.
f-
It's once a year, but the problem
feel
is
like I hear
they
about it all
need
the
to make it
time.
feel like WrestleMania.
Yeah, like they have more
That,
prestigious pay
and
per views as well.
That's one thing that WWE, I will say, overall got AEW on
See, I
is
feel
just
like
WrestleMania.
Forbidden Door is fucking the WrestleMania of AEW at this point because that's when the most exciting shit happens at this point. Like I feel like it's the Royal Rumble of fucking AEW is Forbidden Door, and then fucking All Out should be the WrestleMania of fucking AEW.
I do agree with that. So now my biggest pro that really stands out to me because a lot of people criticize Tony Khan and his booking, but one thing I do gotta point out and give Tony Khan credit for is dun 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 dun. It's gotta be long-term booking because he has done a great job with long-term booking.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes, again, sometimes
The
it hits,
feud, the
sometimes it
feud, the
doesn't.
feud with Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega.
Yeah, it was
That
great.
was a whole year.
Hmm. Yeah, man.
MJF, CM Punk, like everything just has a really cool, unique arc to it
Yeah,
that really makes it enjoyable to watch.
absolutely, dude.
And I am so glad. I know I'm on the AEW side for this, episode, but I gotta give WWE credit because Triple H being under control. I'm very excited as a wrestling maniac now because for the first time ever, I was able to watch 2 Monday Night Raws.
Hmm.
And SmackDown, I watched the highlights and of course I did my reaction to the return of Cross, and it was actually enjoyable to watch.
Hmm. Yeah, you're gonna be a lot busier
But I
now.
really hope with this draft coming up, it really takes me to that next
I
level
think Karrion
again
Kross is going to Raw.
because
I think Karrion Kross is going to Raw with the WWE title,
I
my
hope
dude.
so.
I hope he's going
But
to.
here's the thing. I want to see Braun Breaker get called up. I want to see Carmelo Hayes get called up. I want to see Santos Escobar get
I will
called up.
say this:
But
that
here's
is
what I really want the most. Toxic Attraction.
again, we'll never
They
know
need
until
to
the
get
draft. We won't know until the draft. But I
and
would like
another
that.
guy but here's a guy I would love Triple H to bring back, speaking of Mandy Rose. They need to bring back her boyfriend in real life, Tino Sabertelli. Because that was a Triple H guy that he built for years in NXT, but never really was on NXT TV. And then when he got the opportunity, Like, because Vince McMahon never saw the man's work. And I think if he saw the man's work,
Yeah.
Sabatelli would have been a main event guy in WWE, but it was because of his age that got him released.
Yeah, I got you.
So I really hope Triple H brings him back and maybe they pair him up with Moss again.
Maybe.
They're a pretty good tag team in NXT.
Yeah, maybe.
But overall now, final things you got to say, like you could talk about AEW, WWE, things that maybe you did not, point out.
I think I honestly covered everything. Like, that was actually, like, pretty solid.
I don't know. You did not. One thing you did not cover
is what I like about
was Tony
AEW.
Khan.
Or Tony Khan. Oh,
That's why I wanted, for last.
Oh, okay.
This is perfect.
I'm where I respect Tony Khan as a person and the fact that he genuinely like cares about his talent's health and like making sure that they're like mentally good. I think he's too inexperienced for the job. I think he's way too inexperienced. I think he pulls the trigger a little too quick. I think he definitely needs some lessons to be learned. He needs to book a little bit better for his homegrown talents. His storytelling could be better. Other than like his long terms, his storytelling needs to be better, and he needs to make more like main storyline type of fucking matches. Like he needs to make more of them and make an organic, structured show because it's kind of a fucking mess. At least not Dynamite. Dynamite's fine, but Rampage, Dark, it's a fucking mess. Like it needs to be cleaned.
Show.
It's like all right, I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine when it comes to Tony Khan. You ready for this? Tony Khan takes on way too much shit he can't handle by himself. Way too many fucking projects, and he's getting overwhelmed. And you can tell by how shitty the product is becoming on the things he doesn't focus on. I said it.
When was the last time you watched AEW? A whole episode? A whole show?
A couple weeks ago.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. Like he needs to like focus more on it.
I will say I'm very happy with because last week they, 2 weeks ago now from the upload of this episode, they posted this, release statement basically on like promotions and stuff for like backstage roles where more people are going to be taking on responsibilities because one of the big things that AEW has been criticized about was talent relations.
Yep.
And having, upgraded positions, especially having Madison Rayne, help the women's division out, which so far, oh my God, like she's hitting like fucking bullseye after bullseye with the stuff she's saying in interviews.
Yeah, I got you.
Because like she realizes that the women, they're actually good wrestlers. Mm-hmm. But the problem is that they need to get better on the mic. They need to be more comfortable character-wise.
Yeah.
And that's where she wants to come in and help them.
Gotcha.
Which is absolutely great.
Mm-hmm.
But my final things that I do, want to, put out there is I might enjoy the AEW product more than WWE, but as a wrestling fan, I don't see a war between the two. At first, Vince McMahon, I thought was trying to go to war with AEW because he wanted to take some of that momentum away from them when, they premiered their first episode of Dynamite. But I feel like now it's kind of, shifting a little bit.
It's not shifting a little bit. It's shifting a whole lot of bit because Tony Khan
do not want to have a war.
But here's the thing. Vince McMahon and Triple H have both publicly stated that there is no war with AEW. They have taken no shots at AEW personally either. Tony Khan.
No.
Oh my God.
I watched the video on my lunch break today.
Every shot that fucking WWE took at fucking AEW. I'm not talking about WWE. I'm talking about Vince McMahon and Triple H, two of the biggest heads of WWE, has never formally taken a shot at fucking AEW. Tony Khan has multiple times and has gone on tirades and tantrums. Vince McMahon, Triple H, Nick Khan have done none of those things. That is why I'm talking about the inexperience.
Oh, come on. You know Vince McMahon put NXT from Tuesday to Wednesday to compete against AEW, and he did it out of pettiness. Bringing Finn Balor on the first episode?
But nothing was ever formally said. Tony Khan has public fucking tantrums, and that is horrible for fucking business and as a businessman and CEO.
I do you on that.
Tony Khan is a pathetic little boy when he's mad about something. That is what I'm trying to get at. That is why I'm saying if anybody started a war formally, it was Tony Khan. 100%. Because he actually spoke on it.
How is he starting a war when he goes on interviews and says that he would never close a door on doing something with WWE down the line?
Yeah, he would never do it because he knows it's good for business, but he does.
And he allows his talent to do stuff like Jericho, Big Show, Daniel Bryan on John Cena's appreciation.
Jericho would have fucking done it anyways. Jericho still would have fucking done it anyways because there is still very much so WWE inside Jericho, and Jericho has a lot of fucking pull in AEW. Don't fucking tell me for a second that he doesn't. He does. So yes, we still would have saw Chris Jericho on the fucking John Cena appreciation night. We still would have seen it. With or with Tony Khan's approval. We still would have seen it. 100. Quote me.
Not even just Jericho though. It's like Tony Khan really allows his talent to, if they want to be on the Steve Austin
and that's
Rogan
cool.
Souls,
that's fine. Regardless, that makes Tony Khan look good. Regardless, that is good for business. However, if anybody formally and openly opened their mouth and started a fucking war, it was Tony fucking Khan. Because Triple H and Triple H and Vince McMahon have never slandered AEW publicly and have both stated openly they both do not see AEW as competition whatsoever.
That's why they signed Cody Rhodes, though.
They signed Cody Rhodes because Cody Rhodes approached them. Well,
wait, they don't see him as competition, but they would have NXT go head-to-head with AEW.
Okay, but but you're bringing up Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, they took Cody Rhodes openly and willingly. Yes, he is a former CEO and helped build AEW. They would be stupid not to take fucking Cody Rhodes, but they weren't even looking at that. They were looking at it as, all right, this dude made himself a star, and he wants another shot to come back and do it here. Let's go. That was good for business. That had nothing to do with the war. Nothing to do with the war. Tony Khan opening his little boy baby bitch ass mouth is what started the fucking war. Or the fucking essence or illusion of the war.
WWE doesn't see him as competition. The Wednesday Night Wars.
That is
Vince did that out of pettiness.
Okay, Vince may have moved a show to Wednesday nights, but it wasn't openly said that it was for any fucking reason.
You're right, because he's sneaky, he's slick, he's Vince McMahon.
But he never said anything on the fact. Tony Khan did.
You know him. You know Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
When you publicly, openly shoot fucking shots, you start a fucking war. You start a war.
Here's a good example. WCW with Monday Night Nitro.
Okay.
They did that on
Here's the
Mondays
thing.
to compete against
We're talking.
WWE.
Okay. We are talking about We are talking about AEW. We are not talking about WCW because I'll give that shit to WCW. But we're not talking about WCW. We're talking about AEW.
Another example. TNA in 2010 tried to go to war with WWE.
AEW.
WWE went to war with AEW to go against NXT going against AEW.
In terms as threat, AEW is fucking WCW's chode. In terms of size of competition. No, AEW is WCW's chode in terms of competition.
Because, AEW is different than WCW.
I would not be surprised if whoever is in... I would not be surprised if at any point of whoever's in ahead of WWE would end up buying AEW under Tony Khan's ass and firing somebody. I wouldn't be surprised because they have the money to.
I don't think WWE or AEW are going to buy each other out and stuff. I don't see that.
But you can't deny the fact that they fucking could.
And you can't deny the fact that Tony Khan loves this sport.
He does, but he may.
Ted Turner did not give a fuck about wrestling.
Regardless, he may give a fuck, but you cannot deny for a single second that WWE wouldn't think twice about buying the fucking company right out from under Tony Khan. It just to
You're right,
fucking
Tony
make
Khan's gonna
just
say
for
no.
shits and gigs. Tony Khan isn't the fucking only owner of AEW. He's a shareholder, just like Vinnie Mac. He does not just own all of AEW. He may be the CEO. Yes, he's the head of fucking decisions and shit, but he is a shareholder. That has nothing to do with it. He can get his company bought right out from under him. And you know for a fact,
not happen.
but you know for a fact that if WWE wanted to, they could for fucking shits and giggles. They
But
would
Triple H is
for
not going
shits.
to do that.
No.
He wants competition.
No, of course, and I know he does. But but you know he could if he
That is
wanted
where
to.
he thrives.
Exactly. It's a flex. He won't, but you know he could. So that is a
But
flex.
here's the thing.
That is a
Talk
flex
about- you talk
AEW
a lot of bad things about Tony
That
Khan,
is
but you
something-
have to give the man credit for giving other wrestlers another platform, another opportunity.
I could say the same
do
thing.
have
I
to
could
give
say the
Tony
same
Khan
thing about EC3. Okay, he ain't so special. I could say the same thing about AC3.
Oh, that's different. Come on, you can't
but
compare.
I can because
Really
I can compare it because all you said was he gave wrestlers another platform. So did EC3.
That's right, and you got to respect that because wrestlers are getting paid to do what
Yeah,
they love.
but
That's
yeah,
what's
what I
making
respect it.
business together.
What I respect it, it doesn't mean a fucking thing. Unless it moves the needle, doesn't mean a fucking thing. And AEW is losing fucking momentum.
Yeah, but AEW has moved a needle in
They
professional
did
wrestling.
for a little bit, but their time's over. Their time's
No.
over. It's over.
No.
If it's not over, it's fucking plateauing, and it's
still-
going to be
okay, but if
plateauing
it's-
for months.
Okay, if it's over, then financially they would be going down, but they're not going down. This is still a good thing for both promotions.
It is, but they are going to go down in viewership significantly in the coming weeks. Holy fucking Christ. I want you to watch the numbers like a hawk.
But here's the thing, I don't think that's going to happen, and here's why.
Depends on what
Because
happens in the
WWE
forthcoming weeks, man.
If-
Depends on what
If
happens.
WWE puts a show against them, probably. But Wednesdays now is only AEW. And here's the thing. Now with wrestling getting viewership back up into the 2 millions, I think pretty soon Triple H is going to get that
WWE
shit.
did. AEW didn't do that shit.
I think Triple H can definitely get it to 3 or 4 million. And I think AEW can at least get 2 million if WWE gets 3.
Here's the thing. With how it's going for WWE, WWE won't have to try, but AEW is going to have to do everything in their power to get to 2 million. WWE is just going to
You're
thrive
right.
from the fucking product.
I'm sorry, but being a wrestling promotion for only 3 years, you're not gonna get 2 million right away. It's a process.
But every
they're
single-
lucky that they're getting 1 million.
They are lucky, and I will say that it
Because
is a flex, but still.
Yes, a lot of people talk about WCW beat WWE for 82 weeks.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that people don't realize. Nitro is not when WCW started. WCW started in the 80s.
Mhm.
So they had over 10 years until they beat WWE.
Mhm.
So that's why I tell, not you, but I tell all the maniacs out there, all the freaking marks out there that want to make a whole war out of this, give it 10 years, then you can say something about friggin' AEW is shit. Tony Khan is shit.
Well,
But
we
you
got
have to give it 10 years.
all right. Well, we got 6 more years to go. Clock is a ticking. Sorry, bro.
Clock is
TikTok.
ticking, and I think that
TikTok.
is, a great way to wrap
Yep.
this first
TikTok. The clock is ticking,
set
son.
one.
6 years. I'm gonna be back here in 6 fucking years. Remember what I said? 5/39, August 10th. Mark my fucking words. 6 years from now, bitch. 6 years from now.
Maybe Danny will be here too. He'll be very bald.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and he'll definitely have some dentures by then too. Hopefully.
Let us know in the comment section below, guys, what you think about, Ben's case and my case overall about this. I think, we hit some pretty good nail on the head.
I think this was a good
Both
episode.
sides, perspective made sense, and I really enjoyed the shoot the shit one.
Yeah, it was some really good heat.
We're gonna make this a ritual like freaking, AEW does with Battle of the Belts. They are on like number 4 now. This is shoot the shit 1, and we're gonna be doing more of these down the line, probably once a month, maybe.
How?
And
Absolutely.
if you guys enjoyed this, we will continue to do these. Make sure to smash that like button now. If you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, you're not a part of, I'll let you say it.
The thousands of subscribers worldwide.
Subscribers. The best way to support us is by hitting that subscribe button now, turning on the post notifications. Let's get this channel to 2,000 because we're going to be doing a giveaway when we get there.
Yeah,
Links down in the description below. You can go follow Ben and I on our other YouTube pages and, ventures. All that is down below. Danny's is not because he wasn't on this
Yeah,
episode.
fuck Danny.
But to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide, this was the first Shoot the Shit. And, of course, you guys already know, we are taking over. Peace.